Today we will learn how to measure a line segment and an angle. Let's understand how a line segment can be measured. For measuring a line segment, we need a divider and a ruler. Look at this ruler. Let's understand the markings on the ruler. It is marked along its edges. It is divided into 15 equal parts. Each of these 15 parts is called a centimeter, which is written as 1 centimeter. Each centimeter is again divided into 10 equal parts. Each of them is called a millimeter or 1 millimeter. We can say that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Now consider line segment AB. Let's measure its length. To measure its length, let's take the divider. We will put the end of one of its arms on point A and end of other arm on point B. Now, without changing the adjustments in the divider, we will put the end of one of its arms on 0. Now, we will see where the end of the other arm goes on the scale. Here, we have 4 cm and 3 mm. We write it as 4.3 cm. Note that we can directly use the ruler, but to get correct measure, the eye should be correctly positioned just vertically above the mark. Otherwise, the error can happen due to angular viewing. Now, let's understand how to measure an angle. Look at the line segment AB. Suppose we move AB such that A remains at its place. We call such movement as rotation. Here, how can we measure the separation between the initial position and the final position? We cannot do so using a ruler, but we can do so by measuring the angle between the initial position and the final position, that is, the arms of the angle. For that, we use a protractor. A protractor has 180 divisions on it, each of which is called a degree. A degree is also divided into 10 subdivisions. Many protractors have markings from left to right as well as from right to left. Let's see how it is used. Suppose we want to measure angle element as shown. Place the protractor on angle element such that the midpoint of straight edge of the protractor lies on the vertex M of the angle. Now, adjust the protractor such that one of the arms lies along the straight edge of the protractor. Out of 2 scales provided on the protractor, read the scale which has 0 marks coinciding with the straight edge. Here, it is MN. The mark shown by other arm gives the degree measure of the angle. Here, it is 45 degree. We name various angles based on their measurement. An angle of 90 degree measure is called a right angle. An angle of 180 degree measure is called a straight angle. An angle of 360 degree measure is called a complete angle and it forms a circle. If angle is less than 90 degree or right angle, then it is called an acute angle. If the angle is greater than 90 degree or right angle but smaller than 180 degree or straight angle, then it is called an obtuse angle. If angle is greater than straight angle, then it is called a reflex angle. Now, let's talk about perpendicular lines. When 2 lines intersect each other, they form various angles with each other. If one of all the lines measure 90 degree, that is, if lines intersect at right angles, then such lines are called perpendicular lines. Here, PQ and AB are perpendicular to each other. Suppose PQ is perpendicular to AB, but it also divides AB into 2 equal parts. In such case, we say that PQ is perpendicular bisector of AB.
do we classify triangles? One way in which they can be classified is the lengths of their sides. Let's see how. So based on sides, the first kind of triangle is a triangle which has all its sides equal to each other. To show that they are equal, we put the same mark on each of the sides. This tells us that all three sides are equal. Such triangles are called equilateral triangles. Remember, all sides have to be equal. The word by itself tells you that. Equi is equal and lateral is side. The other kind of triangle is a triangle which has two sides equal. Say these two sides. Such triangles are called isosceles triangles. Any two of the three sides can be equal. And the third type of triangle is the one in which no two sides are equal. Such triangles are called scalene triangles. Remember, the length of each side of the scalene triangle is different from the other. So this was the classification of triangles based on sides. The other way in which they can be classified is the measure of its angles. Let us review the topic of angles a bit. If an angle is less than 90 degrees, it is called acute. The angle will look something like this. If it equals 90 degrees, then it's called a right angle, which will look exactly like this. And if it's greater than 90 degrees, then it's called an obtuse angle. This is how it will look. Here's the good news. Triangles are also classified in a similar way. Look at this triangle. All the angles inside are acute. Any guesses on what such triangles are called? Yes, acute triangles. Now look at this triangle. This angle here is a right angle. If one angle in a triangle is a right angle, then it's called a right triangle. It's also referred to as a right-angled triangle. Remember, just one angle has to be a right angle for the triangle to be a right triangle. On that note, let me ask you a random question. Can we have two right angles in a triangle? Try making one in your notebook and you will get your answer. The third kind of triangle looks a bit like this. If you observe carefully, you will see that just one angle is obtuse. A triangle in which one angle is obtuse is called an obtuse angle. This angle in the triangle is greater than 90 degrees, which makes it obtuse. So this was the basic classification of triangles.
A simple closed curve made of three or more line segments is called a polygon. A polygon has at least three line segments. The line segments of a polygon are named by the sides in it. Poly means many and gon means sides. Thus, a polygon has many sides. Different polygons having definite number of sides are given names according to the number of sides. A polygon with 3 sides is called a triangle. A polygon with 4 sides is called a quadrilateral. A polygon with 5 sides is called a pentagon. A polygon with 6 sides is called a hexagon. Thus, we have seen that polygons are shapes with boundaries as straight lines, sides, vertices, and diagonals of a polygon. This is a polygon formed with 5 line segments. The line segments forming a polygon are called its sides. This polygon has 5 sides: AB, BC, CD, DE, and EA. The points at which the sides meet are called vertices. This polygon has 5 vertices. These are A, B, C, D, and E. Any 2 sides with a common endpoint are called the adjacent sides of the polygon. The pairs of adjacent sides are AB and BC, BC and CD, CD and DE, DE and EA, EA and AB. The endpoints of the same side of a polygon are called the adjacent vertices. The pairs of adjacent vertices are A and B, B and C, C and D, D and E, E and A. The joins of pairs of vertices which are not adjacent are called the diagonals of the polygon. The diagonals of this polygon are AC, AD, BD, BE and CE.